I know how long it takes. All right, and we are now live with the Real Talk Chicks, the Real Talk Chicks, the Real Talk Chicks, the Real Talk with Lady Free,
Okay.
Barbie, and
Hey.
Zany.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, with Lady
Lady
Free,
friend. Hey.
Barbie, and Zany. Yeah, yeah, with Lady Bar and and yeah, yeah. Yeah, all right, y'all. We are back in the building with the Real Talk
Oh
Chicks
Lord. We're here.
today.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right.
Hello.
Now, man, let me say, last week we talked about what girls really want, right? And in the
Mhm.
midst of all of our talking, we realized that it's our little girls inside that's still screaming out saying, hey, I'm running
Mhm.
things, I'm in control because you left me right where you hurt me. And that's where we at with it. So today, we're gonna read our letter that we wrote to our little girl. And I just want to say to start off, I think it's really unfair that y'all that y'all pull straws and try to act like I have to go first.
We did not
But
pull straws. You was just the last one to say something.
Right?
So
the
yeah.
first shall be
Everybody
last,
forget.
and
Not
the
it, not it,
last.
not it.
Oh shoot! I
Yep.
just messed myself up. I said the first shall be last, and the last shall be shoot first.
Mm-hmm. There you go. There you go.
Man, all right.
That's what
So
you get for how you use scripture.
right, the wrong way to help me, right? So, yo, I had the hardest time in the beginning trying to figure out what to say to my little girl because I did not remember her. I didn't remember my childhood, and it was a lot of stuff that was actually blocked out, right? So, I'm talking to my girls, and while I was talking, that's why it's good to have really good homegirls, chicks in your side by your side, right? So, y'all help me to understand it's not necessarily that it was possibly a bad upbringing, but it wasn't the one you desired. So you created your own. And I was a very big daydreamer when I was little. So I may have blocked a lot of stuff out so that it'll look like the life that I created, right? So I wrote a letter to my little girl, the little girl me. All right, so dear little girl me, it's okay to come out and look around, to open your eyes to your real reality and stop living behind the wall of your fantasy. Let me warn you though, it's not always going to be pretty, but you come out stronger than ever. Don't let fear keep you stuck behind the walls of your protection. There is a lot of world to see. You will go through things that make you sad, so be sad. You will see things that make you mad. Be mad, but only for a minute. Things are going to happen to you no one should ever experience. You don't have to protect those who preyed on you. It's okay to say you are not okay, but it wasn't your fault. I know you grew up feeling unseen by your father. Trust me, he saw you. He just didn't know how to express it to you at the time. You felt unloved by your mother. She did love you, but affection wasn't her strong point. You always felt like the black sheep by your sisters, like your voice was too much and the way you were wasn't good enough. When they tried to love you, though, you pushed them away. You wouldn't even let them in. So let them love you. You'll thank me later. My advice to you is stop trying to make life look perfect. It's not. Take the good and the bad and the ugly and face it head on. Your pain will become your power. Sign, big girl me.
What's making you emotional? What's making you
That
emotional, friend?
I think that I don't know if it's not necessarily emotion as much as it is realization, because this episode really made me have it made me have to go back to talk to people who knew me when I was younger, to remember who I was, and to actually come to grips with the reality of my life. Like my mom, I even asked her, like, why didn't you hug on us and kiss on us, as much? Because we were little girls, why didn't you do that? And her whole thing was, she said she was a tomboy growing up. She said she didn't even have an idea how to raise and love on little girls. God gave her four
Wow.
girls. Yeah. So I asked her, I said, well, how was I when I was little? Like, tell me about me. She said, you were very strong willed. Nobody could make you change your mind about what you wanted to do when you had your mind set. She said that you were a fighter. And she said, I was happy about that because I raised you girls to, take up for yourself and not to let people, take advantage of you and run over you. And it's just her. And then I had to call my sisters because I took this seriously. Like, my sisters did try to love me, but I think the way I saw our lives growing up, I didn't let them in. I really didn't. I pushed them away when they didn't show me the love that I thought love was supposed to look like, even though I don't think I really even truly knew what that was. So, yeah. So I think it's me coming to grips with the reality that I lost along the way. And also to help me understand that was my coping mechanism to create what was better than what I felt like I was living. But what that does now is it helps me to see the beauty in things, but at the same time find the balance and say, hey, there's some beauty over here, but the stuff that's ugly, deal with that too. Don't brush that off and put that aside. Face it, and you'll be all right.
And
So
I
yeah.
find, I'm gonna be honest, for me, I find that to be so beautiful. The process you took in this, I didn't, we didn't know that you took this process. So for those who watch it, I don't want them to think that this was something, that we talked about previously. No, we were finding out just like they are, that you took that step to talk to your mom, to talk to your sisters. I think that is so beautiful and also so freeing for you that here
Mhm.
you are saying, I created this reality, but now I'm changing the narrative for my life. The grown me
The
is
grown
changing
me.
the narrative of the life I created as the girl me, right?
Right.
So I think that's so beautiful that you did that and that they were open to receive it and to have those candid conversations with you. Like that for me is it's just awesome to hear. And also one thing in your letter that stood out to me that was powerful, you said you don't have to protect those who preyed on you.
Yeah.
My goodness. My
Yeah.
goodness. Like even now that stand with me because too often, we do that. We feel even though we're the one who end up with the scars and the pain and the hurt, and we're the one who was preyed on, we tend to want to protect those and the image of those who did something to us. And
Right.
I don't know if that came from that mentality in the house, what stays in the house stays, what happens in the house
Yeah.
stays in the house. I don't know if it comes from that, but too often you hear that. So I don't know where that comes from, but yeah, we do tend to protect those who actually prey on us.
And the sad part for me is I think that what I did for them as well, I'm talking about the people that preyed on me, I created a life, a narrative for them that didn't make them look so bad either, so that I could accept the fact that this was done to me. So I'm learning in
Mhm.
this process of healing my little girl that it's okay to be honest.
Yeah.
It wasn't the cute little thing that helped you to cope with it. It was your reality. And your reality is like it's okay not to have to protect them, to change the names in the story so that they don't get hurt. Not that you want some, not that I want them to, like, this is what you did, not that, but just for me personally to accept the fact, yo, it's okay for you to really pay attention to what that was. And it wasn't my fault. It was not my fault at all. No matter what, I didn't do anything to ask for any of that in my life. I didn't do
Mm.
anything. It wasn't my fault.
That's good. Barbara, do you want to go next, or you want me to go next?
I want you to go next. I feel
Okay.
like I get to say because I came up with the idea on accident.
That's
Okay,
fine.
that's
That's
fair.
fine.
That's fair.
Okay, so Um, I have to be honest, like, and Barbie kind of saw some of it, like right now. I had a breakdown writing this letter. Oh, it was hard. I couldn't even come up with how to write the letter because what I realized is that I had buried a lot of it inside me, though. We think that, oh, I just moved on until you are actually forced to face it. And when you're forced to
Yeah.
face it, then you start to see that you didn't get rid of it at all. It's just locked in you. Okay.
Yeah.
So as I was pondering what I was going to say and how I was going to write this letter, then I had I had to ask God to help me, and He started showing me how what we do is we have different chambers in us and we lock it up. So it's actually separated. So every time you think you dealt with a situation, you just dealt with a part of it because another part of
Yeah.
it is locked away in another chamber. And so I just kept feeling inside me every time I dealt with something unlocking. And some things I didn't even want to, when I would go to the door, I would be like, like too scared to just touch the door. Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to read my letter, but I just wanted to share that because we don't realize how much is locked in us and that actually affects our behaviors. Okay.
Yeah.
So here I go.
Okay.
I'm trying to get through this.
You got it.
Dear me, sorry. Whew.
Take a breath.
Sorry for not protecting you. You are worth protecting. I just didn't know how. It was not your fault that he did that to you.
Mm.
Your innocence drew them like flies because purity is sweet as honey to a predator. There's nothing wrong with you. God created you uniquely. I know you don't understand your design. We just have to trust the maker. Sorry. I'm sorry people made you feel unsafe and untrustworthy. People made you feel um, like you would, oh, I'm sorry that people would made you feel safe, unsafe, and untrustworthy, like you would make up horrible things or lie on someone for likes. This caused you to shut your mouth and accept whatever. You no longer have to fight to make others believe you. I give you your voice back. No longer be silenced by fear. I'm unraveling the fibers of fear that I shouldn't have let snare you. Writing this letter is the first step. Your presence challenged beliefs from birth, and I'm sorry that it left you feeling isolated, unloved, and unwanted. Rejection was inherited, so much so that you wore it like a layer of skin. It
Mm.
was not your existence that was the issue, it was the issues of your parents. I lied to you and made you feel like you had to overeat to become unattractive. While I kept telling you that you were ugly, others still thought you were beautiful because you are. As a matter of fact, the weight you put on added volume in places that created more inappropriate behavioral responses. Instead of saving you, I prepared you for the wolves. I
Mm.
need your I need your forgiveness. I was making uninformed decisions with no understanding of the consequences. So that's the little girl talking now. Dear, I mean that's the grown me talking. Now here's the little girl. Dear me, I see you and I forgive you. I see the pain you've carried all these years, with every offense you charge against yourself to prove how undeserving of a person you are. I see how easy it is for you to take what others say about you and make it your own.
Mm.
Mia, you are not those things. You are not easy to figure out. You are not easy to figure out, so people make up who you are. There are
Mhm.
Mm.
so many complexities of you. That is due to all the times people stepped on or over you. I've watched you be strong for everybody else and no one be strong for you. Consequently, when help comes, you don't know how to accept it or if you can trust it. You've even had to carry the issues of your heart alone, not realizing I could feel them too. Me, as the little girl, hid while the woman you thought you needed to be kept trying to find ways to escape the anguish and confusion inside while still protecting me. Well, I don't need to hide anymore, and I don't want you to live in protection mode. I need and want us to grow together so we can live.
Wow.
Wow. That was when you said basically other people couldn't figure you out, so they made up who you were. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. That's what
And I think,
happened.
yeah, I think that's the beauty of who God created all of us to be, so complex
Hmm.
that somebody's words cannot even begin to say who we are. So they have to make up who they think we are and present us
Mm.
to people. We have to be careful what we believe about those who are not saying, this is who I am myself. This is me. And I love how your little girl and you became one. And
Hmm.
that's a lot of the problem I think that we face today, that we keep that little girl living, and then we have the adult living too. So one day she might be in charge, and the next day the little girl might be in charge. But when you came together and says, no, this is me, dear me, that's saying it's just me. And when we allow that little girl to heal, she don't have to hide anymore. She don't even have to exist anymore. She could just become a part of who I am, a part of my story. And I think that's what's happened. That's what's happening here. Hey, Barbie,
Okay. Zane got me in the zone. Let me go
it's
to
your
the right
time.
page. This is my little girl. This is actually me. Can you see me without my big old head? That's me.
Just so cute.
I had to choose an age because I felt like there were so many gaps, you know, different things happening, especially when you about to enter womanhood. And I feel like I needed to talk to her before we even got there. All right. So it starts off with, Dear Pumpkin, I am here to inform you that you are just as special, anointed, and beautiful as you feel. Life is going to try to take that feeling from you. And although you may feel it's taken bits and pieces, there are still parts of that in you. You can spend most of your life trying to figure out the little pieces, or you could take a chance and let God paint the entire picture. In this life, you will be hurt, sad, happy, exhausted, completely done, but through it all, you will overcome. I promise. Keep listening to that little voice. It's not you, it's God. That fire you have for God will be put to the test. And while it seems low, it's still flickering. Please remember, you don't have to be strong. When you want to break, just break and
Come
then
on.
rebuild from there. Ashley, I forgive you for every mistake, every fault, every empty promise you made to yourself. This was a learned behavior. Yes, even after all the things you've done, all the hearts you may break, you still deserve happiness. You deserve joy, peace, and love. Actually, you deserve the same love that was willing to go to the cross, sacrifice himself, die, and then come back in 3 days just to see you. That's the
Mm.
type of love you deserve. And I know you heard them talking bad about you, your own family, but do not believe them. Ashley, remember the hard parts in life are only chapters, not the synopsis. Every part of you is beautiful. There will be moments in life when you feel like you have no one and you can trust no one. In this moment, don't even trust yourself. This is God teaching you how to trust in Him. Trust in Him when it's quiet. Wait until you hear from Him. Trust in Him in the dark moments where the violations begin. Even there, He is with you. Through it all, every bit of it, He's there. Believe that. With that being said, you will no longer be Pumpkin. Your name is Mrs. Ashley Jones, mother to all who need, queen of Izuri, which means beauty in Swahili. Iyami, Iya, the mother of all mothers. Your grace and your beauty shine like the stars, illuminating the path for those around you. Just as the sun rises each day, you continue to evolve. You will embrace every moment with courage and strength, and your journey will be filled with love, laughter, and endless possibilities. You are radiant. Learn to grow. That was it.
Wow. Ooh, my God. Whew. Each one of those letters gave me a different feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Y'all,
my
this was
goodness.
a heavy topic for us. Let me to just real talk, chicks. This is work. This was
Yeah.
work. We talk a
Ooh,
lot about what
yeah.
we need to be doing. Well, you shouldn't do that. You should feel this way. You should feel that way. You could do that all day, but until you put in the work, Zane came over and it was work. It
Whew.
was
Mm-hmm.
work. It was a lot of work. We just literally had to. Zane, I can't even remember what we did because we just literally just had to lay for a moment, just lay
Yeah.
to actually address things that aren't necessarily, they don't need to be dead, but they need to be handled. They
Yeah.
have to be handled. Like it has to be. So Free got on the call with us and it was just an awakening, like, wow, what I thought I was over. Zane would say something about her situation and it'd trigger something with me. And then did I say something that triggered something with Free? And then it's just like, wow, we have so much work to do. And I guess I don't think in life is ever going to be completely done. But while we're
No.
here, how can you enjoy that? How can you enjoy life? If heaven is on earth, how can we enjoy this moment if we carrying all of this stuff? It's just so much stuff that I was like, oh, I'm glad Zane came over because in the back of my head, although I don't like speaking and writing, oh, I hate that this person did this to me. I'm still carrying it. I was still carrying a lot of stuff. And when Zane
Yeah.
talked to
Yeah.
me and was like, sis, did you ever think about it this way? And I'm like, well, I'm kind of over it. I don't even think about that way. And then when she said, I was like, oh, that's why this shows up in my marriage. Oh, this is why I can't get past this because grief is stages. And I always
Yeah.
wonder why it's like I have a certain feeling towards my dad's death. It's not a bad feeling. It's just like, God, I thought I'm pretty much over grief, but no. But when she said something, it triggered like, wow, it's okay to be mad at people and they dead. It's all right. So it was just like, okay, you mad at
Right.
them, they gone, but now you don't have to, they gone. You don't have to carry that no more
Right.
and still love
Wow.
them.
And, and that's so good because, like you said, we wouldn't you won't get rid of it. First of all, that little girl, everything you went through is a part of who you are. But the
Part
thing
of who you
is,
are.
because it brought us shame or rejection or whatever it brought us, we try to dismiss it and get rid of it
Mm-hmm.
when we need to embrace it. Because then, okay, how do we deal with this in a healthy manner to
Mm-hmm.
where we use it? Because even God said he would use it all. He didn't
Yes.
specify what the all is because he mean the good, the bad, the ugly,
The
whatever.
ugly.
He gonna use all. So if God
Yeah.
can take all of that and use it, why do we find it as waste? It's not.
Oh my God. Let me tell y'all
It's
something.
useful.
I didn't understand like when you guys were in the group chat and you were saying, "Oh my God, I'm having a hard time with this. I'm feeling a little anxious. Oh my, I'm nervous. Like this is hard for me." I have to be honest. I was thinking to myself, why are these acting like this is like so hard? These are two of the strongest women I know. Like really? And then when you guys decided to come together, and then you were like, okay, Free, can we call you so you could be a part of the conversation? So I was like, yeah, I'm there in spirit. So, I'll be on the line. And when I got on, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be real transparent. I'm gonna be real transparent with y'all. I felt so vulnerable in your hands that it was so uncomfortable for me that I didn't like it. And in that moment, I didn't like either one of you.
That's good. I mean, that's good.
No, I'm not. I'm laughing. But
I know.
in that moment, I didn't like what you were helping me to be reminded of. And the thing is,
Yeah.
you didn't remind me of any of the past memories that I still don't truly remember. You reminded me of how I deal with life. And so, with that being said, it was like, then I had to think, like, where did that come from? Oh, whenever me and my sisters would argue, my father would be like, holler through the house, hey, y'all shut that off. He didn't let us argue with each other, so we never learned how to deal with the reality of our disagreements and how we handle when we are at odds with each other. We barely got an opportunity to use our voice to speak about things that hurt us. So therefore, our emotions were truly, I mean, it was a lid, and the jar was about this big. We weren't
Yeah.
allowed. So what I did instead was I created. I've always been creative. So because I was trained not by on purpose by my father. He's an amazing guy. Um, but because I believe we were trained not to look at things for what they were, just
Mm-hmm.
don't look, don't do that. Stop doing this. That's not allowed. That it caused me to say, okay, well, what is allowed? And then I created my own allowances. And so
Mm.
because of that, it's like I pushed reality so far over here. And then I presented myself with what I felt like was the best narrative. And I think what God was doing for me at the moment, He was helping me to understand a gift that He gave me, but I used it selfishly. My gift is a gift of exhortation. I can see the good in everything. There's a silver lining in every storm. And people that know me know that. But what I did when I was a child was I took that gift and I used it on my for myself to say, hey, yeah, this happened to you, but girl, look at it this way. Then I started realizing, okay, well, how my sisters also have that thing where we don't face reality. Like I have one, and I'm not saying nothing negative about them. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I hold that for another thing. I'll talk to them about it first because I don't want it to appear as if I'm putting them in that position because this is my little girl. So I learned that hey, I wasn't real with me. But guess what? I'm free now.
Come on.
I'm lady free is me. I'm free now. I've always wanted to be free, but I feel like that I haven't the work isn't done though. I'm gonna need y'all. I'm gonna need
No,
Yeah,
y'all.
for
I'm
all of
I
definitely
us.
it's
agree.
a lot of
Yeah.
work, but at least now I know that there's work that needs to be done and I'm willing to do it.
And not
Mm.
to backtrack, but one thing I loved, Barbie, in your letter when you said, when you want to break, just break. Whew.
Just break. Yeah, that was something,
Like,
wasn't it?
whew.
Mm.
Because I'm
And
gonna
I feel
tell
like a
you
lot
one
of
thing.
women, me and Zane had this kind, not to cut you off, saying, go ahead and finish because I want to,
No,
because
no.
you'll okay me on this. You're
Oh,
probably about
I
to
was
say
just
what I'm
gonna
about to
say,
say.
and I was just about to say, like, because as you heard me say in my letter, I always had to be strong, and I still feel like that now. Like once you adapt something, it becomes a behavior, and that's the
Yep.
behavior that I do need
Yeah.
to change. But when you say when you want to break, it's like I can't break because I gotta be the one. I gotta get this done. I got this. I got this. But to allow, listen to the word allow,
Mm-hmm.
to
Allow
allow
yourself.
myself to break.
Because me and Zane had a conversation and we was just talking about, and I actually talked, my daughter came over last night and my son's girlfriend came over and I said, y'all are young ladies, because they were saying something in regards to like, basically all I'm doing is like being a mom And I said, oh, they were asking like, why is it like when spouses pass away, it's like the wife knows how to do nothing. And I said, because being a mother and a wife becomes your whole identity. I said,
Yeah.
that's why I'm trying to, I said, even now, y'all, I have to retrain myself, and I have to retrain Stony to say, no, I can go by myself and do this. Not that I don't need him now, but it's just, it becomes our whole crown to be a mother and to be a wife. And while that's a wonderful crown, this is why these little girls are in the closet. I don't have time to deal with you. I have uh, uh 3 boys of my own. We have 14 children together. I have to learn how to blend this family cohesively, and I have to put my pride and myself aside when people are acting crazy, and keep the peace. And we got to make sure we cover. And I gotta walk through the house 3 a.m. praying over my children, because there's things in the world that are just crazy. I never thought I would see, and now my children have to live in it. And I got to keep my husband covered. I got to make sure I wake up at 7 and be at work, and make sure that dinner is ready when the kids come. It was something so funny yesterday, but it hit me just how much confidence children have in us. Because my daughter is she about to be 24, and she said, "What y'all got to eat?" And I said, "We ain't got nothing. We broke as Joe over here. We ain't got nothing." So she's like, "Oh, I didn't eat the entire day because I knew I was coming over here." And I was like, well, that is confidence in us, baby. Like,
Right. Your
and of course,
provision.
yeah, like I knew when I was telling them I'm going to my mama's house, I ain't gotta eat, she gonna
Wow.
have food ready. And I'm just like, that is a lot of confidence. And while that's a good confidence, I love that it's pressure, to make sure that I meet this certain thing. Everybody got to eat. We know that. But I don't think people realize just how much you have to wear this crown, or we feel like we have to wear this crown all the time. I cannot take it off because everything is going to fall. But when me and Zane were talking, even Zane told me, we was just talking about that. And she was like, we just got a break. We just not take a break, but we have to let ourselves just break. Because sometimes you feel like you just want to lose your mind for a good 5 minutes. That's all you need, is just a good 5 minutes to go in that closet and just lose
Yeah.
your mind. And I did
Yeah.
it one time, and God came in the room, and it was just me and him. And that's what I needed. So yeah, allow yourself to break, because you don't know when that break happens, how God's going to enter the room in between that break. He's going to enter.
Yeah. You know what
Yeah,
I
he's
thought
going to
about
enter.
when you said allow yourself to break? You know how when people have
Just
the feet who they feet kind of go in a little bit or something like that.
they
They
pigeon
too
toes.
slew-footed or too bow leg or something like that. And all of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden they have to go to the doctor, and in order to correct it, they have to break it first and then
Mm-hmm.
wear those braces or whatever. That's the whole depiction of what you just said. Allow yourself to break so that you could be fixed, and then that brace, God will hold you up. And we don't ever think about that. Like, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
But being vulnerable did not feel good. It did not feel good. Even with,
At
I love
all.
y'all. I love y'all
Yeah,
so
it
much.
doesn't.
But because I was always, and this is what my mom and my dad and would always say, Am was the strong one. So because I was
Mm.
always the strong one, it
Mm-hmm.
caused me to feel weak. And I don't like ever feeling weak.
Mm-hmm.
So it helped me to understand, hey, I lived through that. I felt weak, I felt very vulnerable, I felt open, I felt exposed,
Mm-hmm.
and then I felt emotions. Because remember, I said we weren't allowed to have those emotions. Well, I don't think it was meant, but we weren't allowed. Those emotions weren't like the thing in our family. So to actually feel an emotion, a real one. Like I felt something when I was with y'all, but I think it was after I hung up the phone and was to myself that I actually started feeling different things. I actually was talking to my little girl, like, it's okay. It's okay for you to just come on out of the cave, of the tombs. It's okay. It's all right. You're not gonna have to like go through this alone. As a matter of fact, I want you healed so that your healing would allow me to be healed. And then
Mm.
I could go on in this life a whole person. Like I want to be me. You know how in the Bible it says God always asks them, do you want to be made whole? It's like that
Mm.
was the thing I was dealing with. Like, wow, I've been broken, but I never got the healing and I never allowed God to be my brace. I just was broken. And because
But
I
friend,
created what
as covered as you want to look, me and Zane, especially Zane, read all through that. We saw how uncomfortable you were, how much pushback you was giving. We was like, because you couldn't see us, but I was tapping her leg like, girl, what is going on? What is this? Why is she acting
And
like
the
this?
anger,
It
we
was,
saw the
yes, it
anger
was like
because you had times
anger.
of being angry.
Yes, I was like, what is when she did like this, free pull, Lady Free pulled this on us, y'all. She said, I'm not gonna be. What y'all want me to do? I said, girl, she done bought the glasses out. We done made her mad. We got her I mean, your whole body language, the way you was, it was strange. I've known you for a while and I've never seen you like that ever. Not that it was bad, but I was
Never.
like, wow, I've never seen you like that ever. It was so standoffish. And you know,
Yeah.
I knew you. You're always welcoming, like, yeah, girls, what's going on? You know, what y'all doing over? It was
what you
like,
saw was what my weakness looked like. Whenever I feel weak,
mm,
I push away because you're not supposed to see that part of me because I'm the strong one.
mm.
That's what you saw. You saw me in my rawest form, and I will never let you do that again.
Yes, we will. We're gonna be seeing a lot more of that because we're gonna teach your weakness not to
Woo!
use rage as an excuse. Because when you're weak, you feel you trying to use anger to cover your weakness. Because that's
Explain
what
that
it
to me.
came off as. It came off as just very like
And even the
it
way
was
you would
almost,
talk to, even the way you
yeah.
talk to us, it was like, well, I don't have those problems.
Yep. 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 Yes,
Me?
ma'am. Yes,
See, you don't
ma'am.
know
Yeah.
how
So your
I promise you.
weakness, in order to not show that, so you used to, well, you covered up a story, but in order to not show that part, your vulnerable side, I don't want to call that weakness. In order to cover your
It's
vulnerable
not.
side, so you're not exposed, it was like anger snuck in to kind of throw us off. But we still was on you, like white on rice. Boom, still was
Had
on
no
you.
And
clue.
but here's the thing.
I
The
like
funny
brown on
part
rice.
is, because I even saw Barbie's face at one point, a boldness came in me so much. So I
Mm-hmm.
was attacking your attitude, but it wasn't me. Because I thought about that after I left. I was like, what was that? That was the spirit of God.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, no, I'll cut you off in the middle of the dead sentence.
Yes, you
No,
did. Yes,
we're
Yes,
you
not
you
gonna do
did.
this
did.
today. We're not
Yes,
gonna
you
do this
did.
Yes.
today.
Yep.
And
You
Barbara looked at me
did.
and said, ooh,
Yep. I'm like, oh, it's good. Out in the
Yeah,
kitchen, baby.
but
because God knew what you needed.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that is what we need. We need that community of sisters who will definitely be there to check you in when you need it, to hold you up when you need it, to cry with you when you need it. Yeah, let me do this real quick. We have a couple of comments,
Yeah,
and
I was just about to say
I
that.
want to
Yeah, you gonna read
read.
them? Start from the top with Jesse.
Um.
Just read them down.
Okay.
Oh, we got a
Pastor
lot of
J.
comments.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, Shania, hey girl, how you
Hey,
doing?
Shanae.
Shanae, I'm sorry, Shanae.
That's my
How
middle
you
name.
doing, sweetheart? Okay.
Is it?
All right. So let's start with okay, Shanae says, I'm so proud of y'all for being willing, oh, I can hardly see, to be
To be
vulnerable. I
vulnerable.
pray, my goodness, somebody read that
I
because
can
I
read
can't
it.
see
I
it.
I
pray as
pray
y'all. Oh, go
as
ahead.
y'all. You can go. Go ahead, Barbie.
I pray as
Don't
y'all
fight
allow
over it.
God heals parts of you that this helps others heal. So I'm so proud of y'all for
Thank
willing
Amen.
to
you.
be vulnerable. I pray as y'all allow God to heal parts of you that this helps others heal. That's cool.
Amen. I thank you for that. We are doing what God has called us to do. So look, I'm gonna heal. I want to heal. I want to heal so bad.
Okay.
Okay. So read that one, please, ma'am.
It says
Hi,
when we lean on
Daryl.
our strength, this is from Pastor Jay. When we lean on our own strength, it is a representation of what we are covering, but His strength is made perfect
Oh, we in our weaknesses,
in
yes.
our weaknesses. I like what
Oh,
Daryl is that Rochelle. She said, us always trying to be strong doesn't always allow God to move. Hello.
ooh, come
In the
on.
Bible, it says, when I am weak, he, meaning Christ, is made strong.
And
Hallelujah.
he raised up in Zany when I was weak. She
Yes,
got
he
strong
did.
on me. She got strong on me.
Past time I was on the way last night to get some of that chicken because I cooked some. I just went in. I just cooked last night. I cooked whatever I wanted to. Still, I was on the way to
Okay.
get some of that chicken. Okay.
D.
Another
Rochelle,
thing that you see it. Go ahead and read it, Free.
D.
Hey,
Rochelle.
James.
She said the funny
Oh, hey
thing
James.
is at 59, I realized we are doing nothing different than our parents. Wow.
Wow.
The
Wow.
struggle is just different. She says my mom, who would be 87, never felt like she had to wear a crown. I mean, yeah, felt like she had to wear a crown. She already knew she was the queen
Queen.
and did
It
what
is.
she
She.
needed to do. Come on here. She
Wow.
says,
And we talked about that. Wait, before you read
Yep.
that, we actually talked about that. Remember that we are actually no different from our moms. Just a lot of
Yep.
times we judge our moms different than
yeah,
what we judge other women or even ourselves because we look at them as the super strength. We put them on a pedestal, not realizing that
yeah,
Yep.
they're a woman too.
Yeah, we
yeah.
did. I remember saying she. Yeah, you corrected my spirit with that one. Yeah, because we are
Oh, she'll
harsh.
do it to you.
Yeah, we are harsh
She
on our
will
mom.
do it to you. Yeah, yeah. That is so true. It's so crazy. Yeah, you'll do it. You to give them God chick, but you'll
Okay.
also to make them pick up your face chick in love.
Yeah,
So
it's all in love. I love that.
it
I
is.
love that.
It
It's
is.
never like a negative thing. Yeah,
And I
it's
think
good.
that we need that because too many people today look at our homegirls and be like, she tried me or she hating. No, she loving
Mm-hmm.
you. And she's trying to be honest
Yeah,
with
she
you.
love you.
Okay. So Rochelle, D Rochelle, that's very powerful. I can't see that one. So
Too
She said
often we
too
want to keep.
often,
Go ahead, say.
too often we want to keep up with what the world thinks we should look
We
like.
should look like.
and that's the problem.
I don't know. I mean, I think some people do struggle with that. It's not even the world, it's my house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so much. Yeah, my husband leaves the house, but it's still minute things, like, the grocery shopping and the dentist appointment and the doctor's appointments and making sure if this year they got to get registered in school. Who's gonna do that? Who knows all the information?
Right.
Moms do.
Yeah.
Moms
We
do.
do.
Y'all know all the yeah. So it's like, oh, okay. Not only do I
Wait,
have to
Pastor
Yeah.
J
do this,
making me laugh, y'all.
what he say? Cause see, don't touch them
He
sore
said,
spots.
I'm
You
so inspired.
she coming
She
out
coming out
fighting.
to
Yeah.
fight. Look at her
So you
free.
know what?
Uh-oh,
Okay, so
free.
wait. So wait a minute. Hold up. Now, I done already told y'all that it makes me feel vulnerable, but let me tell y'all something else. I'm facing
Uh-huh.
it. Okay, this is me facing it.
Okay.
Obviously,
Okay.
y'all right because I try to smile through a lot of stuff, and I'm sweet.
You are
She
sweet
is,
though. You really are.
but that's interesting. That even my husband says, "Don't touch the sore
She-
spots. She'll come out fighting." I
He
don't
must.
ever feel like I'm
Mhm.
coming out fighting. I
You
never
did
feel like
though.
that. But see, that's
But you
the thing, and
did.
I'm gonna face that. That's what I'm
But
telling
it's
y'all right
not
now.
a
I'm
bad
gonna
thing
face that.
though.
Tell me
I don't
about
think
it.
that's I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's just a mechanism that you use. And I think only people who are close to you, I think if somebody else said it, you probably just write it off and be like, whatever.
None
Whatever
factor,
you say. Yeah, non-factor.
irrelevant.
But your husband said it
Mhm.
when we touched on some sore spots, then it's like you was like
But see, and then that's the thing.
It's the glasses.
I did not do that, baby. I did this.
Zane, where's the lie? Zane, where's the lie? Because she was sitting on there like this.
Oh wow, you know what? That's the face.
I was like, okay.
Oh wow.
We
Okay, so
have.
call me out, and I'm fine with that because that's one of the mechanisms. Y'all want to tell y'all, I'm on the other half, the best, all the years of my life. I'm on that second half. I don't have time for it. So touch on them, Let me know they there. Stir that thing up so I can see it, the debris, because I'm trying to get that thing up out of there. I'm trying to live my best life. So I love y'all and I thank y'all for that. Mwah.
Pastor Jay talking about me too though.
What
And
he's
Barbie.
He do.
Y'all was on her. He said y'all was on her
Y'all
like
was
that
on
pamper on the baby.
a baby.
so what you trying to call me? So what you
Meaning
call
we
me?
Wait,
was
did he come home?
no.
No,
That's not what that means, Free.
did he come?
So what
Wait,
you
I want to know.
so
You
what's in
must
the
have called him
paper?
after we hung up. Did you wait?
Oh yeah,
Did
did
you
you?
did you
Did
call
I
him
call
after we
him?
hung up?
Oh no.
Probably.
Not call. We talked about it when he got here. But it wasn't nothing bad.
Okay.
It was the truth. I was like, Zane said this and this and this, and it helped me realize, like, dang, I was like, it wasn't like my life was bad. So yeah, we discussed y'all. But it was like, yeah, it wasn't no, I don't like them. I told y'all that in y'all face.
Pastor Jay said, "Can't wait till we are all back together doing ministry. God is doing something in all of us and getting us ready for the work we have there to do." And then
That's
Shanae said,
right. That's
"Obviously,
right.
y'all right, laugh out loud." But then Daryl said,
Yes.
"The thing is, we come out swinging on the people who love us.
Yeah.
I'm the same. Sometimes we need to breathe, but I would you say too much. Yeah, I'm swinging. Oh, so if you
Yeah.
But
say
if
too
you
much,
say too much,
she's
yeah, I'm
swinging.
swinging.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. And you
But
know
then
what?
again, with us, like with Real Talk Chicks, even if y'all
Yeah.
say too much, it's probably just what I need to hear. So I don't
Right.
know. It depends on who the messenger is.
Right. And
Who's the messenger?
I feel like that I know that there's love here.
Mm,
So yeah, I got in my feelings, but I promise y'all, I never knew it came across. Never knew it came across. Because I was like, dog, I was supposed to be here on here supporting y'all. And y'all came out like, okay, free. And it's like, whoa, hold up. What I walk into? But it was
yeah,
needed. It was
yeah,
needed. And I mean, I thank y'all for that. It was needed. But that's one thing about good girlfriends. We know
yeah,
how to acknowledge what it really is instead of holding on to something and being upset and mad all this. No,
yeah.
it's the truth. It's the truth, and it's part of your healing. Pain hurts. That's why they call it growing pains. What you was about to say, Zane?
She went on mute.
and I was about to say, like a lot of people. No, I'm here. A lot of people might think that me and Barbie knew each other for a long time. Now, me and Free have, but me and Barbie, well, it's been what a month, 2 months now
A month?
that we
Is it a
have.
Yeah,
month or two? Yeah.
But when God puts somebody in your life that's
Come
genuine,
on.
yeah, yeah.
that is not trying to judge up front, but let you come in as you are and just
Yeah.
be like we
Yes.
just were.
We just vibe.
Okay, both
Yeah.
of us.
Exactly.
We just
Exactly.
were. It,
I felt like
I
when
can hear
Zane
from
came
you.
in, she had been here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was just
Yeah.
like, oh girl, you was out of town for a moment and then you came back.
See the connection I
Yeah.
had to both of y'all. It was the connection I had to both of y'all. It was like we all just came in on that one connection and just business as basic. It was what it was.
Yeah,
Sisterhood.
and I could receive from her because when I got to the house and she thought I was tore up, she was like, "Girl, what is going with you? Tell me, come on, what's going on?"
But then 5 minutes later, I was like, I'm glad you bought that box of tissues because we went through about 2 boxes. She was like, girl, just
Holy.
come here because I'm gonna be back. I was like, Zay, you can't, let's talk about other stuff. Let's go out for brunch or something because we can't be in here crying for 75 minutes. We can't,
Wow.
But seriously, that's how you know God has ordained this. Some people, when I meet people, there's not an anxiety, but it's just like, oh, well, who are they gonna be? Like,
Right.
fill them out. I don't feel like I needed any time to fill Zane out. I feel like she was
Mhm.
Right.
who she was. Right, what I saw is what I get. Like I'm like, who
Yeah.
she is, like what she's showing, that's what it is. And
That's
that's the type of
it.
person I'm gonna
Yeah.
say stuff. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
crazy stuff. Like Zane, no, pretty much everything you
Right.
talk. That's it.
It is who
Yeah.
she
So
is. One more thing I'm gonna say about you, Barbie, that I'm gonna say this is who you are. Barbie will honor you. One thing I can say about Barbie is ever since she met me, it's like, well, not let me not say since she met me, since we got reacquainted.
okay, because it's
Ever since our sisterhood started, it was
Mm-hmm.
like an honor that I have that I received from her, and it's felt. And I don't know why she started treating me like that, but it was like such a, oh my goodness, I can't explain it. That when you're around her, you just know that she is like honoring you and respecting who you are, like she know who you are or something. So I love that about you, and for that reason you
Oh.
can never get rid of me, baby. No, no, no. and
I
and and
can't
I
wait
wanted
till
to
all of
Wait,
us together.
ladies. Wait,
look
ladies.
what
Not to cut
Jesse
y'all off,
said.
Daryl. Daryl, hold on, Daryl. We enjoyed you too, girl. Go fix your dinner. We
Yes,
understand, woman.
We love you,
yes.
D. Rochelle, already. We love you, darling. Jesse, you said you can't wait till all three of us get together. Guess look what Pastor Jay said.
No, he's talking about Sony and Ed. Ed is a producer here, and him all get together. That would be, yeah, that's gonna be dope.
No, Ed is Zany's husband.
Oh, I thought you was talking about Ed over here because Ed said he coming over here too. My Ed with his wife Robin.
No, he said wait till me, Stoney, and Ed get together.
Oh,
Now
it's gonna
that's
be
gonna be
another
something.
Ed too.
That's gonna be something. Y'all, we love y'all so much. I think that we should talk about the support because we had a viewer say she sent me a message and she was like, a topic I would really like to talk about is let me see if make sure I get it right because I felt like that would have been a really dope topic to talk about. Okay, guys, here we are. Here we go. There she is. Okay.
The
There go
glasses.
the glasses.
Them the nice
There she
glasses.
is.
Them wasn't them same glasses she put on today. Them the different. They got a different frame on it.
Look,
different,
same glasses, different face.
different
Okay, so
attitude.
she said, right, that part. She says, this is a topic of interest. Why can't we show support for each other as a woman, as a Black woman, as Christians, as a woman who we see supposed to represent Christ, who we say is supposed to represent Christ? She says, Christ is love. So if we say we love him, then how can we say we love each other when we can't or don't support each other as a child of God? She said that's misrepresentation somewhere along the line. So I think that's a good topic for us to talk about. We kind of touched on it today, just in how we
Huh?
are with each other, that
What?
support. Uh-oh. What
I
happened?
think I think
Oh,
she was saying something, but
that
it cut it off.
are you saying something, Zane?
I think our internet kind of glitchy. We got
Okay.
storms
Deep
here in
freezer?
Georgia all week.
Okay. You know,
Yeah, we have storms. So we got a little bit of
Yeah.
that storm here.
Zane, go on
So
mute.
So for sure, we're going to talk about why can't we show support to each other as Black Christian women. I'm gonna put it all together. So
Okay.
that's going to be our topic. And you know what else I want to do next week? You said two things in your letter, Barbie, that I really loved. One of
Mm-hmm.
them was you gave yourself. It was mother of
Mother of all
beauty.
mothers.
Okay, what was
Uzuri.
the other thing? What
Uzuri,
was the
which
other?
means beauty. Which mean? Let me look.
It was two names that you spoke on.
Uzuri. Iyamiya, the mother of all mothers. That's it. That was it.
Okay, so I want us to do more work on our little girl. Well, actually, not on our little girl, on our up and coming us.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find a diamond, a diamond that represents who we feel like we are, because that's one of the most valuable minerals.
What you
Let's
mean?
Okay, so there are different diamonds. Each diamond has a different name. They're
Okay.
named that for a particular reason. So I want us to go find our diamond. And when we come back, like how you did Mother of Azuri,
Mm-hmm.
I want us to come back and say, okay, this is my diamond. My diamond's name is Morning Star Diamond, and this is why. And when I read that this represented who I am so well, okay, Zane, it looks as though she got cut off. She'll come back
Yeah.
on. But we're about to yeah, so that's what I want us to do. And I'll explain later. I'll get on a group later with y'all so I can explain a little later. But yeah, there's
Can
a
we tell our
value in
husbands to go buy the diamond?
Girl.
That's what I
think they
thought you was
listen.
gonna say.
Oh no, ma'am. I think they listening though. So if they listening, my anniversary coming up in July.
Tell him
So
you were like is sapphire diamond on that list? Is a cube is
it
a
it might be. Welcome back, boo. Um, so Zane, we're gonna find our diamond. We're gonna
our
tell what
husband
our
gonna go buy
diamond
the
is.
diamond. Our husband's gonna go buy the diamond.
Well,
Get it.
uh, like I said, they listening. So okay.
Micro pave cushion cut, princess cut is also taken as an
See,
alternative.
right. Okay, guys. Well, with that being said, I love y'all so much. Um, this is what Pastor Jay says in closing. Write a letter to the changed lady. Let's read the rest.
I can't do no more letters, Pastor J.
Whom you
Write a letter to the
become.
change letter, whom you become. Whom you become. So who are you now? Write a letter to her. I can't. I can't take no more letters. I ain't gonna have no edges.
No,
I'm not ready. I'm
I
not
think
ready.
that
I'm
Not
not ready
ready
for that
either.
one anyway. Because I'm
okay.
still
Let me explain.
changing.
Okay,
Got some new developments.
Let me explain something to the both of you. Okay. All right. The man of God said, write the letter to that lady, and we're gonna write the letter to that lady. All right. Period.
You must be talking. I don't know who.
But
What
wait,
lady?
did you hear what I just said
This is
though?
her. I
Did you just hear
know.
what I said?
I know. So write the letter to the lady that you realize that you are right now. We're not gonna do it right now though, because next week
I'm gonna
our
send a
topic
letter
is
to
dead.
Jesse via text message, and then he can read what this lady
See,
wrote. That's what he could do. He can go read
I
it what this
cannot.
lady wrote, Pastor J. Yeah, I'll write you a letter about her and what she had to say
So
about it.
listen, we also have if
Okay,
you
so
want to
what's
write,
next? What's next show task? You said
Oh yeah, she missed
okay,
it.
find a diamond, and I'll
mm-hmm.
explain it later on the group. If you don't really understand it
Okay.
in its entirety, find a diamond. There's a list of diamonds on the web. Find a diamond, a valuable diamond that most fits you. You're gonna tell the name of that diamond and then why this diamond stuck out to you. Why is
Okay.
that your diamond next week? Okay. And we're gonna talk about why
Okay.
can't Black Christian women, why can't females support each other?
I don't
Black,
like that
white,
because I don't
red,
feel
green.
that.
Okay.
I don't feel it either, but that's the
I don't feel
beauty of
that.
the topic. That's the beauty of the topic. So we can break it down and discuss it. Usually it's going to get flipped upside down anyway. So, yeah.
That's
But
true.
that's our topic next week. Why don't women support each other? Because a lot of females, it's not just us, a lot of females do feel that. I'm just glad that I have that support system with you ladies here
Yeah.
today. So, well, hey, I feel like that's our show today. Next week, we will come back with another great topic. And we are going to write the letters at some point. But right now, we're going to be mindful of what we actually just went through in the first letter that we wrote. And we'll write it. Pastor Jay, we will write it. And when we do, it'll be beautiful. Oh, what?
That's your husband.
Oh,
My husband didn't say right no letter. I don't know. We got it all co-sign on that. He just can't be
No,
telling us what he want to do because he the
uh-uh.
pastor.
Because
He
you
the
came up.
pastor. Jugga, he the pastor. He feel like he can
Just got
just
you the
chime
pastor.
in when he want to chime in. Okay.
But
What?
girl, yeah, I love y'all,
this
man.
chick chat.
It is. It
It
is.
is.
I'm just
It,
saying. I'm
It
just
ain't
saying.
pastor chat. It ain't pastor
and you know
chat.
what's so funny? I'm up here like, and Barbie up here like, that's your husband. Zany say her little piece, and she say, I'm just playing. I'm like, I'm sticking with mine. Me and Barbie,
We
Zany like,
stupid.
no, I'm just playing past it. It's okay, I'm just joking.
I'm not Pastor J. He know me. He know me from the. You know I'm from the gutter. Okay.
Y'all, and I sit there like this.
You
Leave
should
my
hear
popcorn.
Zany. You should hear
Watching.
when me and Jesse go back and forth. I'ma just hold. Free just
I
hold her
just be
head
like,
down, cause she just be like, y'all two pig-headed people. We both
love y'all.
bullheaded. So
Yeah, that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah,
That's
we are.
honesty at its finest from the realest chick, Ashley Barbie. Hey guys, if you want to send your letter,
Yes, send a letter.
as a matter of fact, how about this? Find
Mm.
your diamond. Find your
Mhm.
diamond. Send it to shift.realtalk. Oh, yeah, shift.realtalknetwork at
Mm.
gmail.com. And we're going to talk about your diamond next week as well. We're going to call out some diamonds because, ladies, we are valuable beyond
We
belief.
are.
And we need to know our
Mhm.
worth. So I know my worth got to be up in the millions.
Hello. Well,
That's
I'm
it.
priceless though. I'm a priceless
Uh,
diamond.
I was about to say, free girl.
absolutely.
You at least
Ooh.
Harry Winston cushion cut. That's
Okay.
that's in the billion. Yeah, you. That's bills. That's
Cause
bills.
So
yeah, cause I'm gonna tell you something, free. You can't never put a
yeah.
price on you because once he matched that price, that means you have no more value because he already matched the price. He
Oh,
got
That's
two
not true
diamonds.
because as soon as you match the price with a diamond, it automatically goes up in its worth.
oh my goodness. Y'all know a lot
Not a
about diamonds.
diamond.
Yes,
It
it
Oh,
does.
decreases. Because if you
No,
take
it
that
does
same
not.
diamond to a pawn shop, they ain't gonna offer you what you purchased it for.
Well, look where you're taking it. Why would
That's
you
what I'm
take a
trying to
Harry?
tell you.
Why would you take a Harry Winston micro pave cushion cut princess cut ring
Uh
to
not
a
the
pawn
names.
shop? They will tell you the older the diamond, the more valuable it gets. It starts to earn interest. Hallelujah! Thank you for the interest, guy.
Let's have
On
that
that diamond.
conversation next week because we get
does
You
into
better
it
go to
anybody have
Tiffany. Y'all better stop letting these
next
men
week.
order these
Next
rings
week.
off of Shein.
does anybody have any butter for my popcorn?
Somewhat. I'm done.
Look, Freeze not
Hey
even
girls,
eat popcorn. She missed that.
Oh
That's the
God.
diamond off her shit.
listen,
We
this
retarded. We
is
gotta
the real
go.
talk chick.
It is.
This is the real talk chick with your girl Lady Free.
And Barbie.
And Zany, y'all.
Ooh.
Listen, I need for us to do that differently. This time when you
Yeah.
say your name, freeze, okay? With Lady
Okay.
Free,
And Barbie.
Barbie. And Zany, y'all.
and we're right.